Do those with Rh negative blood descend from the giants? Are they hybrids?
I think there's a good case that they are descended from the giants in a bloodline. So, like the Windsors are O negative, for example. Most of the presidents are negative bloodline.
Hmm.
And that goes back to the Plantagenet, King John, and the Plantagenet is a junior offshoot of the Anjou.
Hmm.
And so the problem, though, is Rh negative has been added, so to speak, into the mix of human blood, which in this case, by inference, would be Rh positive. So the definition of Rh negative is you're missing the D antigen. So you can't add something that's not there.
Hmm.
But that's disinformation or partial information.
Sure.
So it's not the bloodline, it's the gene. And so the gens of the Plantagenet is the Plantagenista, the Plantagens. And just as the Elven gens is the fairy gens or the gene of Isis, or getting down to specific bloodlines, you're into the Albi gens of the north in England, and you have like the Julia gens of the black nobility of Italy that goes back to Ares, who is the father of Romulus and Remus, Zeus and the Herculides Gyges kings. That's the Cretazens from the word Crete, where Zeus spent a lot of time. It's the gene that passes on the ability to produce the blood type. That's what's added, is the gene. And it's thought to pass through the matriarchal bloodline, which is why the gene of Isis, which is the queen of heaven female, which is the fairy gens as in a fairy queen female, and the elven bloodline of the uh, Tuatha De Danann is same as fairy, is elf, and jointly coming from an occult source, and the Alaphim, which are the dukes plural or Alaph singular of Edom that
Hmm.
we talked about earlier. I won't go through all of that again. So it's the gene that was added, and it can skip a generation as well. So it seems
Interesting.
to be that's how it's added in, and they track it through the bloodlines and through the matriarchal bloodline. And Rh negative blood, has different traits for people um, who have it. That is done in many. There's hundreds and hundreds of research out there on noted abilities of Rh negative blood. So I just group the commonalities as you get through several of them. So higher IQ plus 135, better analytical skills,
Hmm.
better intuitive abilities, more psychic abilities, and more encounters with aliens, demons, and things like that. Lower body temperature, lower blood pressure, higher percentages of blonde and red hair, better vision, um, increased sensitivity to light, like Dracula in the vampire allegory, and Vlad the Impaler, subject to more alien abductions and unexplained phenomena. And here's one that was really curious. They never said why they believe this, that the people with Rh negative blood cannot be cloned. This is what's in the surveys.
Interesting.
Yeah, very strange indeed. So I think the Rh negative is the gene that comes from the gene that is of the Royales, and they believe that they're superior people. They believe they're the offspring of the gods.
Far out. Ooh. So then, I guess, would that in a certain sense make them hybrids?
Well, they had to intermarry to survive because of that female issue. So that intermarry with humans, even though they try and keep those bloodlines as pure as possible. So you're bringing in that hybrid line. Absolutely.
Got you. Well, that makes sense.